Hey guys, James here. Today was Thanksgiving, so we can finally say, okay, now Christmas is coming. So what are we going to do for Christmas? Well, someone like me who's a little usually tight on funds for whatever reason. Now, if I did want to do something, I'll try to do something on a very cheap or use my skill set. So my skill set is I have an art degree, so I've been known once or twice to actually send out homemade cards or actually draw on a card where on the blank spot of the card. I thought I'd make a video to show you how easy it is to draw Winterscape. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use a sketch pad, uh, mechanical pencils, black pens, black sharpies, and an eraser. I'm going to do it in black and white because I'm a big fan of using black and white for things. Yeah, we're gonna you probably show you step by step how to do it and see if you can't do one yourself. Let's see how well this goes. Okay, for our snowscapes, I try to keep everything nice and simple, more or less. I'm gonna draw like probably like the foreground where I want the foreground. Probably draw background where I want the background. Probably just draw some more there for like where we'll put our bridge. Draw, where we want to put our mountains at. I'll put our moon right there. Actually, when you have a pencil, hopefully if you're drawing really light, you don't have to worry about things. As long as you're drawing really light, you can cover it. So I'm just going to jot down where I want like the snow on my mountains to be. It's really jagged, so I'm going to start and just pan out where my covered bridge is going to be. If you're not really good at these, basically you can just draw like simple shapes like a rectangle down here at an angle, then just draw another one, maybe like up an angle above it. And there you go. There's a covered bridge we're going to do. Next, we're going to draw a nice little house. And somebody's got a little cabin up in the woods. Little happy cabin. Start off with a square usually, and then just to draw a couple of angles into the background. I want to try to make this as simple as possible. So we're going to center our chimney right here. And that's going to have smoke coming out of it. It's probably just going to be like a one-story house cabin. So I'm just going to draw a couple of windows on the side. Window on the front. And probably just make a door that size. Like a path going to wherever. So yeah, that's this is the sketch so far we have for our winter landscape. So we're going to go into a little more detail on it, put some pens down on it, and maybe shoot some more marker in it. And yeah, we're going to put some trees in there too, because trees are the bee's knees in here. Can't have a snowscape without winter trees, right? So that's our sketch so far. we're going to take a pen and we're going to go over it a little bit more and try to fill it and make it a little more professional. So now we're going to take our pen and go over a few things. Like right now I'm going to go over where I want my pine trees to go. Before I draw anything else. Pretty much a pine tree is more like just a bunch of zigzags going until you want to draw into them a little bit more. And we'll tighten the lines a little bit on everything. Like I'm going to tighten the lines on the foreground hill over here with the house, and I'm going to draw down on the house and just make that a little bit tighter. I just fast forward this one because basically it's about 1 minute of me just tracing over the house. So that's about it. I'm gonna go and work on the windows a little bit. Again, I'm just really going for a quick drawing to show you how easy it is. Not really trying to, really go to town on it and make it look really professional. But, just simple. Because anybody can be an artist, but they just put the pencil on the paper and just let it do what it has to do. If you don't fight it, just let it do what it wants. And we're going to draw a door. Draw the window on that side. Work on the path a little bit. I'm going to draw a little bit of here to make it look like it's been a shoveled path. I'm going to just make it look like it's been a little worked path. Okay, now I'm going to really tighten up on my covered bridge. The more you know about perspective, the better it'll come out. Like if I really, if I was making this a real professional one, it'd probably look a lot better. But, it's just for a quick tutorial. Now we're going to work on the side over here. This is covered bridge, obviously. It's going to be have the illusion that there's some kind of a background to it, so we're going to draw a little bit of shade here, make it look like it's more in the background, give it the illusion. And we're going to go back in here and draw a couple of tight X's. Just for design's sake. Whoever designed this bridge is I want to put like the X's in there. I didn't design the bridge, someone in this world did. Just try to draw it out. And if I was really trying on this, it might look a lot better, but just this is more like my experiment video to see how well it comes out as a tutorial. If it comes out pretty good, I get enough views, maybe we'll do another one, a more dedicated, more high-speed one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw some lines there, just to like make it look like it's made of wood. So I'm fast forwarding this scene. Basically, I'm just drawing lines across the covered bridge on the axis to make it look like it's got paneling on it. And I'm using the force perspective to put the lines at an angle on the front and on the side of the covered bridge. I will tighten up the mountains a little bit and try to circle out the moon. Okay, so we'll tighten up the chimney up here a little bit. Go with the illusion of bricks. So here I'm just drawing bricks on the chimney, and I'm drawing lines on the house to make it look more panel-like and whatever, I guess. Now, if you're not happy with the way that those look, we'll just fill them in with color later on, so it's going to be okay. So, now I might go in and tighten up my trees. I don't know why I didn't talk on this part, but basically the way I do my trees is I'll do like little like somewhat vertical V's going out from the center on each side and go layer by layer. Obviously, as I go up the tree, it's going to be more of a triangle, so I'm going to shorten my lengths a little bit, shorten the layers of each tree a little bit as I go along. Just keep on the scribble though. Now we're going to get into the mountains. More, pretty much towards the base. That's where the more of the dark's going to be. Is obviously if the higher you are, the more snowy it's going to be. So we'll try to make it look as rugged as possible. Make it look like there's more snow going on parts than are not. Maybe we'll draw a couple trees on there too, but let's just worry about making it look like it's a mountain first. We'll try to draw a few lines, make it look like the snow's like had an avalanche or something, and make little snow plateaus. But we'll try to make it more look at like it's more in the background and more snow covered than or not. We'll probably go over these part of the mountains with a Sharpie later on, just to make it more stand out a little bit more. Or make it more in the background. A little bit of smoke coming out of there. but we'll see where it goes. Anyways, and the more and yeah. They probably don't look like mountains, but you know, hopefully that's going to come across like they're mountains. Trying to like spots of snow here and there, otherwise on the mountain. And kind of want to try to make it look like it's more of a wraparound type too. It's on this mountain anyways. Again, this is your drawing. You can put wherever you want, whatever. If you want to draw the Paramount Mountain verbatim, then you know, please go on ahead. Nobody says you can't or can't do it. I'll try to just draw a few lines where snow's gone down or whatever. As well as just try to get rocks and whatnot. Show where the rocky terrain is. Okay, so we have our pens down. We're going to take an eraser and try to take off the pencils. It's always important when using inks or something later on to use a light pencil so it'll be easier to erase off. I find anyways, obviously. Actually, I'm going to go in with a pencil and try to create the illusion of moon shadow while I think about it. Since the moon's right there, it's going to project outwards. This is going to be all pavement right here, so, or whatever. Got shadow inside the covered bridge, and we're going to draw some shadow on the mountains. Now, the way the moon is, that's given the perspective that the moon's shining on there, but we're still going to draw a shadow on this side of the mountain. And we're going to draw a shadow on the house. As well as the trees. And draw a little bit more to show the separation between the foreground and background. It's an easy way to do that, is just draw a shadow.
We're just going to draw a little gray in the house just to make it stand out a little bit more.
So here I'm just doing some crosshatch shading where I'm just drawing lines at an angle on the house and the covered bridge just to put a little more shade into it, make it a little stand out just a little bit more, I guess.
Okay, so now we're going to pull out our markers and hope that we can make this thing really pop. Okay, so we've put our pens, we put our pencils in. Let's add some Sharpies just to make the background really pop. So this is a nighttime scene, so I'm going to make the sky nice and dark. It's in the middle of nowhere, so predominantly it'll be like maybe try to make a few stars out, but we're going to trace along the mountainside because obviously the mountain is stark contrast from the night sky. Then we're going to go around the moon. And now we're going to fill it in.
So I've taken 2.5 minutes of coloring in the night sky in black and just knocked it down to 17 seconds because do you really need 2.5 minutes of just me filling it in with black? No, I don't think so. So here you go, nice and quick, and there goes the sky.
Now we're going to use our regular Sharpies over here, just make this mountain just pop out a little bit more.
So I'm taking a small marker and just blacking in the areas I marked in pen around the mountain. The first mountain anyways, actually make the rocks really nice and shady and dark. So I took a break from the drawing on the mountains and I'm adding some more marker to add some more shadow to the under the bridge right there. So I figured I'd try to separate it more from the front ground. And now I'm just adding some more shade, getting some darks into the trees right here.
We go in the trees a little bit,
I
and
figure, towards the center of the trees and whatnot, there's probably more of a shade to it than there's light.
Some elements of shadow.
So I'm going through each tree, going as is, and I'm just going layer by layer and line by line, more or less. Here, so yeah, and doing it with basically every other tree. I'm doing the tree in front of the house because I want to make that one stand out just a little bit more. And then we're going to go from the trees, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to go and reshade the rest of the mountain. Again, I'm just fast forwarding here because I'm just filling in parts where I've already penned in where I want to put like some shade on the mountain. So yeah, there you go. Just some more coloring and filling in, I guess.
Add a little bit of shading just to show that it's kind of more at night. And it's more toward back is facing toward the mountain, away from the moon. So there we go, guys. We have a little snowscape there. Hope you learned a couple things how to do it. Hope it, it's simple enough for you. And the only thing that's left to do is just put my signature on it. Now it's good to go. On like I said, you basically, if you want to just give this out, do it like say make your own homemade card. Maybe do like on a half piece of paper and
fold it in half, open it up, and just write a message on the side. But anyway, that's how do you make a snowscape? So thank you guys for watching, and maybe we'll do another how-to down the line, and who knows. Thanks for watching, guys.